Hey, so I figured I would do a garden tour. It's been a while. Nothing is weeded or pruned, so there's stuff falling over on the other plants, and that's okay. So this is my pineapple sage here. I have a lemon basil. I like this for salad dressing. This is cardinal basil, dill. These are 4 o'clock flowers. Here's my thyme. This is my parsley and oregano. It's doing really well. And then my Moldovan dragonhead balm, which I use for tea. This is a very fast growing plant and it smells really good. And then over here I have my summer squash, which is I really need to prune, but I have Zappolito squash here. And then I have some white patty pan squash and some gray zucchini in this bed. Here are my Christmas pole lima beans, which are flowering. And then I have okra here. This is heavy hitter okra. Beautiful flower. And then this is a red curry squash right here, going way up there. And I just harvested my first three of these yesterday. I've not seen any bugs on this plant, so I'm very happy with that. I haven't gotten any vine borers or pickle worms yet, so that's awesome. And then over here I have my sugar baby watermelons, which I did start later than my other ones. And they have their first flowers open today, of rosemary, some different peppers, jalapenos, shishitos, and then there's some zinnias here in the center of this bed. And then back there, which you can't see yet, they're smaller, I do have some Indian blanket. There's a little peach ghost pepper back here. And then some sunflowers here, which aren't open yet. More peppers, jalapeno, cubanelles, and datil peppers. And this is an Anaheim pepper. And then there's African daisies. These are my blue butterfly peas. I need to get these trellised. And this is a random squash plant. I thought it was a trailing squash, which is why I put it here, but it's not. It's a white patty pan, and this needs to be pruned as well. And then this is my sunflower here, almost open, not yet. I just want to show you this beautiful, this is a giant pink bloom. Isn't that pretty? This is an illumination zinnia. It's like the size of my hand. So pretty. Oh, and here's those Indian blanket flowers right there. So off down here I have Seminole pumpkins growing, and then I have carrots. This side doesn't look as good. I did have radishes planted with them, and the radishes, I think, I mixed them up. It was a tip I found in a book to mix radishes with carrot seed and spread them out, and it worked great over there. But over here, I didn't have as much carrots than I did on that side. So I have some bush beans. These are contender bush beans. Or no, sorry, these are purple teepee. And these are contender over there. This is a Turk's turban gourd. There's a big old caterpillar in here, which I'm letting him live in there, because there's only one. It's a big, beautiful white moth. So, and I have my first pollinated Turk's turban flower right there. And then those are Gerardale pumpkins over there. Here I have some cow peas, and then I have my corn. I have lemon drop watermelons here. There's a baby one. And these are onion sets. We'll see how those go. I'm new with that. In this bed I have some sunflowers and watermelons. This is Charleston gray watermelons. Some some zinnias as well. And then these are my small wonder spaghetti squash. I just harvested a bunch of these. And the front half of the plant is not looking good, but over here it looks great. There's still like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them growing in there. So I'm just gonna try to see if it will hold on until those get big enough to harvest before I pull that out. So, and then over here, this bed, I have the royal golden watermelons with the yellow foliage here. There are peppers over there as well. Some different bells and sweet peppers. These are loofahs right here. And then I have, right here, I have catnip. And these are double sunset gaillardia. Some zinnias. My first time growing borage, and it's just beautiful. I love it. And a sunflower here. And then under the shade of the sunflower, I have a little orange thyme growing. And then this is a zinnia, and then some peppers in there as well. So over here, cicadas melons. They're doing really well. There's quite a few of them started on there. This is my tomato bed. Lots of varieties. I have, let's see, I have Super Sweet 100, Sweetheart Cherry, Everglades tomatoes, black strawberry tomatoes. I have some pear tomatoes and black cherry tomatoes. And there's zinnias down the center. I do need to prune these today and get them staked back up, but they're doing really well. And then I have some cucumbers here. There's one right there. Some Prescott melons here. They're growing, doing great. There's a little baby one in there. Little teeny baby. And there's another one. This is the front of that tomato bed. And these are the Super Sweet 100. You can see the mass of tomato blossoms. So pretty. There was a very happy bee on these this morning. And then here, more Prescott melons. It's a pretty big one. Another one there. And then over here I have more. These are my cucumbers on this side, which are doing really well. And I have a bunch of varieties of cucumbers. I don't really know which names they were. I didn't label them this year. I just put all the cucumbers as cucumbers. I believe these are Chicago pickling though. And then these are my black futsu squash, which are black Japanese pumpkin. They're a Semistrata species of squash, which are doing very well. Some more. And then over here is more of my tomatoes, which I told you all the varieties of already. And then back here I have some tomatillos from a friend. Chamomile right there. There's dinosaur kale or lancenato kale. And then I have some Mizuna greens. I'm still harvesting these, but they do wilt in the heat of the day. This is a white Kilimanjaro marigold, and there's some chamomile there as well. These are all Kajari melons here, and on that half I have cucumbers. So, and I'm really happy with my melons this year. I think I got them in early enough. There's some there. There's a whole bunch of them in there. You can see them. I'm really excited about the melons this year. They're doing great. And then these are more cucumbers. And then over here, more cucumbers. These Bait Alpha cucumbers, I do know, oh, there's a bee. These were the earliest producing for me this year. And I do know what they are because they're the only smooth slicer variety that I planted. Then I have collard greens here with white Kilimanjaro marigolds. There's some basil and snapdragons over here. And then these are my honey nut squash. So cute. These are Semistrata species as well. There's another one up there. And then these are my Jing orange okra, which I think are just so pretty. And then there's some chamomile here as well. This is Lottie Land chamomile from Baker Creek. Sunflower here. And there's some basils in here. Lettuce leaf, purple opal. And there is cinnamon basil over there, but the cucumbers kind of took it over. Over here in this bed, I have sweet potatoes and some more summer squash. Summer squash don't like the sun so much over there, but they're still doing well. And for some reason, my sweet potatoes over here are more yellow than these. Not entirely sure why, but that's okay. They're still doing great. So thank you for looking at my garden with me. I really enjoyed sharing it with you. Happy gardening.